Are you feeling overwhelmed by the obstacles in your life? Like no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead. You wake up every day and face a series of challenges, one after another, and it feels like you're just treading water. Maybe you're in your 50s, wondering if there's still time to change, still time to pursue your dreams, or if your best years are behind you. You're not alone. So many of us, regardless of age, struggle with this feeling of being stuck, especially when facing the trials of adulthood. The truth is, we all experience times when we wonder if we're making the right choices or if we've missed the boat on the dreams we once had. But there's good news. It's not too late. Not for you. Not for anyone. The purpose of this conversation is simple. I want to help you see beyond the struggles you're facing right now. The elderly, those with the most experience, have a unique perspective to offer. At 80, I've witnessed countless struggles, triumphs, and life changes. And I can tell you this, there are invaluable lessons that come with age, and they can empower you to break through the barriers in your life today. This message isn't just about getting through the tough times. It's about learning to thrive, no matter the circumstances. In this message, I'll share stories, lessons, and practical steps to help you overcome the challenges you're facing. We'll dive deep into the common struggles of people in their 50s, offering solutions and strategies that will help you rise above them. I'll also show you how others just like you have taken action and transformed their lives. Let's get started. When we talk about personal and professional struggles, we often think about specific problems, a dead-end job, relationship issues, financial hardships, or health challenges. But at the core of most struggles is one central issue, the feeling of being stuck. When life seems overwhelming, it's easy to feel trapped, like there's no way out. You may find yourself saying things like, "I'm too old to make a change," or "It's too late for me to follow my dreams." But that couldn't be further from the truth. The truth is that feeling stuck doesn't happen because you're too old, or too far along in your career, or too deep in your personal struggles. It happens because you've lost sight of your own power. You've forgotten that change is always possible, no matter your circumstances or how old you are. Imagine for a moment what your life could look like if you decided to take action today. What if, instead of waiting for something to change, you stepped into your power and decided to reshape your future on your own terms? This is about mindset. It's about choosing to view life through a lens of opportunity, rather than a lens of defeat. But I understand, it's not always easy to make that shift. There's fear, there are doubts, and, frankly, the world often tells us we can't succeed once we hit a certain age. But that's simply not true. Every person I've met who has achieved something significant later in life has one thing in common. They didn't let fear or age hold them back. Take Mary, for example. At 55, she found herself laid off after 20 years in the corporate world. She could have seen this as the end of her career. Instead, she used it as the beginning of something new. Mary went back to school, became a life coach, and now helps people who are going through career transitions, just like she did. At 60, she's making more money than she ever did in her corporate job, and she's doing work she loves. You see, this isn't about being in the right place at the right time. It's about how you respond to the circumstances you face. Let's take a moment to understand the problem more clearly. Life in your 50s comes with its own set of challenges. It's a time when many people begin to reassess their careers, their relationships, and their overall life choices. Some are feeling the weight of unfulfilled dreams. Others are worried about their health or their financial future. These feelings can lead to frustration, stress, and a sense of urgency that can be overwhelming. But here's the key. This period in your life is not the end of the road. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. I want to tell you this. If you feel stuck, it's not because you're incapable. It's because you haven't yet learned to tap into your own resilience and strength. The problem is not you. It's the way you're viewing the obstacles in front of you. You're letting them define you, but you don't have to. You might be wondering, what happens if I don't do anything about it? What's the cost of staying stuck? The answer is simple. If you don't address the feeling of being stuck, it will only worsen. The more you ignore it, the more it will eat away at your confidence, your sense of self-worth, and your motivation. Eventually, it will consume your energy, and you'll begin to feel like you're just going through the motions. That's not the life you want, right? That's not the person you are deep down. So what do? You take action. You make a choice today to start thinking differently, to start acting differently, and to start embracing the life you deserve. You are capable of more than you think. It's all about shifting your mindset. The first step in overcoming the struggles you face is understanding the power of mindset. You can't change your circumstances without changing the way you think about them. I know it's easy to get caught up in the what-ifs and the doubts. But think about it. How many times in your life have you let fear or uncertainty keep you from going after something you really wanted? How many times have you talked yourself out of an opportunity because you thought it was too late? The first step in breaking free from the mental blocks that are holding you back is to acknowledge that the biggest obstacle is your mindset. Your thoughts have power. If you tell yourself you can't, you won't. If you tell yourself it's too late, it will be. But if you decide today that you're going to take control of your future, everything can change. Now, let's break it down into actionable steps. The first step is to identify your limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts that are holding you back. Like I'm too old or I don't have the right experience. Once you identify these beliefs, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief based on fact? Or is it just something I've convinced myself is true? The truth is that we often create our own limitations by believing things that simply aren't true. The next step is to start small. Take one step every day toward your goal. Don't worry about the big picture right now, just focus on the next step. This builds momentum and helps you see that change is possible, even if it's slow at first. Lastly, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about relaxation. It's about being present and focused on what you can control. By practicing mindfulness daily, you can start to retrain your brain to focus on possibilities, not problems. These steps aren't hard to follow, but they require consistency. The more you practice, the easier it will become. But here's the thing, just because the steps are simple doesn't mean they're always easy. Change is hard. Fear is real. Doubt is real. But these challenges are not insurmountable. You can overcome them, just like others have. Consider Susan, who, at 58, found herself at a crossroads after a divorce. She was feeling lost, unsure of who she was or what she wanted out of life. Instead of staying in that place of confusion, Susan decided to make small changes every day. She joined a fitness class, began volunteering, and started writing about her experiences. Now, she's an advocate for women's empowerment, helping others find their strength after life changes. What I'm saying is this: the obstacles you face are not the end of your story. They are the beginning of something new. So, how do you stay motivated once you've started this journey? It's easy to get discouraged when things don't change as quickly as you'd like. The key is to celebrate small wins. Every step you take toward your goal, no matter how small, is progress. Acknowledge it. Recognize your hard work and reward yourself. Staying motivated also means being kind to yourself. You will face setbacks. You will have days when things feel hard, but that doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. Just get back on track the next day and keep moving forward. Personal growth is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And the most important thing is to keep moving forward. Let's break this down in detail. 1. As you continue on your journey, the phrase begins by acknowledging that life is a journey, a continuous process of growth, learning, and change. Everyone is on their own path, which may include different stages, challenges, and milestones. This part of the statement recognizes that no matter where you are right now, you are still in motion, still learning, and still evolving. The journey may not always be easy or straightforward, but it is ongoing. It's also an invitation to keep moving forward despite any obstacles. The key here is continuity, that life is a progression, and your current situation does not define your destination. 2. Remember this: you are capable of more than you know. This phrase is a direct call to self-awareness and belief in one's own potential. Often, people limit themselves because they don't fully realize the extent of their capabilities. It's easy to underestimate oneself or let self-doubt overshadow one's talents and abilities. The message here is clear. You are much more powerful, resourceful, and resilient than you may initially think. The idea that you are capable of more than you know challenges self-imposed limitations and suggests that there are untapped resources within you. Whether these are skills, emotional strength, or creative potential, the statement reminds you that there's more within you that can help you succeed than you might give yourself credit for. This part is also about resilience and pushing beyond your comfort zone. It tells you that even in moments when you feel defeated, there is always an extra bit of strength or wisdom that you haven't accessed yet. You can do more, and you have the power to exceed your own expectations. 3. You have the power to change your life. The phrase emphasizes personal empowerment. You have the power is a declaration of control over your own fate. It reinforces the idea that no one is solely at the mercy of external circumstances, regardless of what's going on around you or what challenges you may face. You have the ability to shape your life according to your own choices, efforts, and intentions. This part encourages people to take ownership of their situation and realize that they are not passive players in their own lives. Instead, they hold the reins of their own future. This idea ties in with concepts like self-efficacy, the belief in one's ability to succeed in specific situations and accomplish goals. The message is not about waiting for change to happen, but understanding that you possess the tools to make it happen yourself. 4. No matter where you are or what your age is, the final part of this statement is deeply inclusive. It tells you that your current circumstances, whether you're struggling with personal challenges, career obstacles, or emotional difficulties do not limit your ability to change. Additionally, it addresses age as another potential barrier people sometimes create for themselves. Whether you're young, middle-aged, or older, there is no age limit on change or personal growth. This is crucial because many people feel that their time has passed or that it's too late to make significant changes. Whether it's about pursuing a new career, learning a new skill, or making personal improvements, the statement counters this by reassuring you that it's never too late to change. Your age or where you are in life does not dictate your potential. The ability to transform your life exists regardless of where you are or how old you are, putting it all together ultimately. This statement serves as a reminder that everyone has the potential to grow, evolve, and overcome, no matter what obstacles life may present. You are capable of achieving more than you realize. Your age and current circumstances are not barriers. They are simply parts of your journey that can be changed through your own choices, actions, and mindset. Every stage of life holds opportunities for growth and transformation, and it's never too late to tap into that power. By internalizing this message, one can gain a sense of hope, motivation, and clarity. It encourages people to step forward with confidence, trust in their abilities, and take proactive steps to craft the life they truly desire. Today is the day to take action. It's never too late to start. The life you've always dreamed of is waiting for you. Take a deep breath. Commit to one small action today. The journey may not be easy, but you are capable, and the rewards, they will be worth every step.